Welcome to Discover Indie Film. I'm Jeff Howard, and get ready for me to say, I'm going to try to pronounce Jannik's last name as well as I can in German, because across the table for me, I've got Jannik Ehret.
Yes.
I was closer.
It's very close. Yeah.
You say it better. You want to say it?
Ehret.
Ehret.
Yeah.
There we go. Because you grew up in Germany, therefore you're German. That's how it works, right?
With a very German last name.
And I love Germany. I've been to Germany many times. It's one of my favorite countries to visit. And who knows? Maybe someday I'll live there. I don't know. But, I mean, my brother lived there for 4 years, so I had a free guest room. That's pretty sweet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just outside of Bonn. Bad Godesberg, which you might know. Okay, you don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
So, the reason Jannik is here is not for me to blab on about my minor connections to your home country of Germany. You were here. We just did a podcast, so people listening to this, you should listen to the podcast before this one, because Jannik talked all about his film Paisano Overhang that played at Filmmakers Los Angeles in 2025. Took home 2 awards, got the Filmmakers Award for Outstanding Short Film Documentary and Outstanding Cinematography in a Documentary. And I'm giving you partial credit for both. I mean, you were holding a camera, and I believe your very original credits for this, yourself and Dakota Kaplan and Hayden Garrett, produced, filmed, and edited by you three. So
yes.
Talk about an egalitarian, original way to look at film credits.
Yeah.
I like it.
It takes a village.
It does, and it acknowledges, In fact, I'm reminded when the Coen brothers first broke through, and it was always like directed by Joel and produced by Ethan, they both said, no, we co-direct and we co-produce, but we were told we could only use one name for each, like guild rules at the time or something. I'm like, it's dumb. It's dumb. This was a collaborative project. So people should listen to the podcast before this one to learn all about that project, Paisano Overhang, which is a wonderful documentary. And there will be clickable links if you want to go watch it on Yow.tv and stuff. But this episode is going to be a 4 questions episode, which means Jannik will be answering. Question 1 is name 3 films that you love. Question 2 is name an underrated film. Number 3 is an overrated film. And number 4 is a lesser known film for people to seek out. It's really just a fun way to talk about movies and learn about your inspirations. And I have a friend who's a professional drummer who just hops on social media all the time and is like, so-and-so is the most overrated drummer of all time, debate me. And so it kind of inspired me to go, okay, I can use those questions, but about film. So
I like this.
You want to jump right in and share three favorites?
Yes. First, I'm going to go with Alien, the original of the entire series. Do I say why, or do I just list them?
You can you can list them and say why, or you can say why after each one.
Oh, okay. I'll say after each one. So Alien is, I just love the set design. I'm a sucker for production design and the uniqueness of the alien, this weird dark Geiger creature thing, the guy that made the aliens. It's just so one of a kind, and then also the story itself is just told in a really tight way, and then just historically, I thought having the female action protagonist is huge and new and fresh, and
I believe Ridley was male in the script. And Ridley really went outside the box on that, and I bet there was pushback from the studio. Yeah,
I mean I forgot my details, the making of details of some of the drama there, but it's just it did a lot of new things, it did a lot of cool things, and the atmosphere and everything. As a winner of the Best Atmosphere Award at one of these online award festivals. I just love it so much. It's so cool. And I also think I wrote a whole paper in college about how it's using the visually rape and sexual assault to primally get the fear out of humans watching it. There's so many layers to it. I love it. And so many like phallic imagery and all this like deep in there just makes you so uncomfortable. It's great. I'll stop raving about it.
But it is an excellent film.
Yeah.
And without a doubt, I mean, it did launch 1,000 ships, but it's special, and I don't think anything else really compares to it.
Yeah.
And it's so original. And I mean, I know they did it in Star Wars, but like it really made space gritty, right? Like,
yeah.
I grew up with clean sci-fi, right? Like 2001
Cassette
style sci-fi. And this was like a working class crew.
Yeah.
You know? Like, almost
dirty,
like space pirates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It was just, you didn't see that all the time.
People smoking and there's just like water everywhere and like this like freight ship. Really cool.
Yeah. Excellent film.
Yeah. For my next one, I'm going to go topical to my film. And it's going to be the film Valley Uprising, which is a really cool, fun and somewhat lighthearted retelling documentary of the history of Yosemite and climbing in Yosemite, and I guess kind of the history of sport climbing in general. And there's all these zany characters that if you're not familiar with the scene, all these zany hippie characters. There's different generations that kind of split the history up. And one of the characters in Paisano Overhang, which we talked about, is John Long, who is part of the Stone Master generation, which is just a really fun name for a generation of climbers. But anyway, a lot of cool climbing history, and it's told in a really fun and fast and lighthearted way. So check that one out if you're into climbing or you just like docs in general. It's really well made. For my last one, I'm going to go with... this is a tough question, obviously, but I'm thinking I'm going to settle with, I guess, Lord of the Rings. I'll go with Lord of the Rings.
Just want to do the whole trilogy?
I'll do the first one.
Fair.
I'm going to do the first one.
The very first one, Fellowship of the Ring.
Yeah, I'll do Fellowship of the Ring. Just because the way it brings you into the world. I mean, I'm a sucker for production design, and that's off the charts. But just the opening and the way it kind of brings you into this world while still while keeping the momentum going, while also doing so much like world building, is just something to strive for. I don't think I need to explain to most people why Lord of the Rings is awesome. It just is.
It just is, and it was a monumental achievement of cinema.
Yeah.
I mean, to do it the way they did it. It's the only way to do it.
Yeah, I recently listened to this really long podcast about how it was made, and just made me love it more.
Yeah. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Although I would admit that I'm torn, but I almost think the Two Towers.
I think Two Towers
might be my
movie.
favorite of the three.
And it's actually my more favorite one too, but for some reason right now the first one was just really...
But also it sets up the world. You can't have
you can't
Two
really
Towers without Fellowship, so,
Yeah.
Fair enough. Excellent. Wonderful film. All right. Question number 2 is a film you feel is underrated.
An underrated film. This is for the little podcast that we have, my friend and I, we like to start with a hot take, which is a movie-related hot take, and this was one of mine on that one. But Alien Resurrection, which is, I think most people would agree is kind of a really bad movie, but I think it's secretly a really good movie, at least in the sense that it's exactly what I want from the fourth film of a fading franchise, which is they just tried something crazy, The first Alien, really dark, gritty. Then we have action. The third one doesn't really make any sense, and we're kind of losing steam.
The third one was the Fincher one.
The Fincher one.
I like that one.
It had cool elements to it, but as a whole, I don't think it really held together. And the animation was really bad, what they did with that.
Oh, I barely remember.
Yeah, I mean...
I just remember loving that when the alien larva went inside a dog, it came out like a dog alien. So that finally explained why we had a bipedal alien.
Yeah, it does cool stuff. There's a lot of cool ideas.
Yeah.
But, it just doesn't quite pack the punch that the first two do.
Agreed.
And now the third one, it could have just tried to recapture the magic of the first two in some way, but instead they turned it into just an absolute cartoon. Have you seen it?
Resurrection?
Yeah.
You'd have to remind me what happens in it, because I probably did, but I can't. At this point, I'm too confused.
It's the one where it's like Sigourney has become.
Oh, it had the French director, right?
Yeah.
I love that Jean Genot,
Yeah.
the guy who did City of Lost Children and stuff, right? I think
So. Yeah. Anyway, Sigourney is like recreated. Part alien, she can communicate with them. She has like a maternal vibe, and there's at the very end.
Is that the one where? Yeah, that's the one where the alien
baby.
mother doesn't kill her.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, I remember that. I remember liking that.
Yeah. And it's just like there's like a military characters that are like straight from like a cartoon. Like it's so goofy and like so over the top. But it's just fun. Like the whole thing is just so much fun. It's just a fun joyride, and they just went all out for it. And then the ending is arguably better than the first two movies. I mean, Get Away From Her, You Bitch is awesome. You know, the second one with the whole thing, they're like fighting on the ship. The first one, the ending is just kind of weird. Honestly, it's not a home run for me. It's this weird. The first one is kind of considered like a feminist film in a lot of ways. But then at the end it has this really weird slip where they try to make Sigourney like really sexy in her underwear, and she's like fighting this alien in the very last scene, and it's like, where is this coming from? Like, this is kind of weird. The ending of the fourth one has the weird baby creature and this cool maternal moment where she has to like kill this hideous child that she's like a part of Sigourney that is. And the baby creature itself is like one of the most horrifying monsters I've ever seen. And I also think that mixing and horror, making the monster, the villain, really sympathetic is like a really underutilized, really scary thing. In Spirited Away, there's a creature in there that's just like in pain. Like a creature in pain and suffering is just so scary. And I think it just nails that.
I mean, you make me want to rewatch it because I think I saw it when it was in theaters and liked it. Honestly, I've liked all the Alien films I saw. I even like Prometheus. I know people.
I love Prometheus.
Okay, good.
I think Prometheus is really strong.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
And explained a lot, I think.
Yeah, it was a really cool way to like.
And everyone kept shitting on new Alien movies, and so I don't think I saw anything after Prometheus.
I mean, Covenant wasn't for me. That's the one right after that. It had a lot of like, oh, here's scientists in a new planet taking their masks off just to get infected for the plot. But it's like a scientist, like a lot of like, you know, like we're really making these people stupid for the sake of the plot, which is hard to watch.
That's classic bad screenwriting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one wasn't for me. Romulus, the newest one, I think is pretty good.
And I've heard the new TV series is good.
And that one is pretty good too. Yeah, I'm caught up on that one.
See, I'm totally out of touch.
Yeah, get
but I
caught up on your alien stuff. It's worth it.
I got goals.
Yeah, you got a lot of stuff to watch.
I know. That's the funny thing. All I watch is festival submissions.
Yeah.
All right, so that's your underrated. Is Alien Resurrection, the fourth Alien film. Mm-hmm. What's a film you consider overrated?
Overrated. I wrote this down.
You wrote one down because I can give my usual. I give a usual primer to. Oh, you got it.
But if you, yeah, give me the primer.
No, the primer is just that you're not saying it's bad. It could be a film that you consider good. You just feel that the awards or the zeitgeist, like you could say, the film Aliens, which a lot of people say is the best alien film. Mm-hmm. You could say that's overrated because it's a great movie, but it's just James Cameron doing action. Like there's nothing, you know what I mean? Like it's like I could actually legitimately call that overrated because I have had so many people tell me it's the best alien film, and I'm like, it ain't better than Ridley's. Yeah, and I kind of like Fincher's and Resurrection more. So anyway, so that's the primer.
Got it. Okay, I'll go with A Quiet Place. I can't 100% put my finger on why I didn't connect to it at all. A lot of people seemingly did because it spawned two sequels. But I would probably say it just became so quickly predictable, and just this like idea that the whole gimmick being with sound just like isn't interesting enough for me.
I remember liking it, but I remember points where characters are doing things that didn't make sense or something, and I was like, "Wait, why would you?" Yeah, that bad screenwriting thing. But maybe, but I remember liking it. I didn't see the second one.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see the second one either. I did see the third one on a plane recently, which I couldn't hear anything, but I was like, of all the movies to watch when you don't have proper headphones,
it should
the
be
one
fine.
with no sound should be fine.
That's right.
But I just didn't get the hype. It was not a bad movie.
Exactly.
I just didn't get the hype.
Yeah, good movie, but a lot of people are like, this is the best thing in years.
Yeah.
Right. Fair enough. All right. One question to go, which is a lesser-known film that people should seek out.
This is a really tough one because I like obscure movies, and there's a lot of them out there that are really good.
I mean, honestly, you could have gone with Valley Uprising, but
that's true.
Give me another one.
And going to festivals, I see obscure movies all the time that are awesome. But I think I'm gonna go with. And I think this is an obscure movie. It might be borderline not, but Thoroughbreds. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
I don't know Thoroughbreds.
Thoroughbreds is a movie it was a playwright's first movie, a successful playwright's first movie. His name is, I think, Corey Finley. And he was pitching, I believe, this play, and then someone was like, you should make it in a movie instead. And he's like, okay, I'll try it. And it turned out great. It's really theatrical in the way it is shot. It's just two women talking for the most part, and very simple camera work. And it's this like kind of childish intent on these two girls hating their stepdad and wanting to kill the stepdad. And that's it. That's the whole movie. And what makes it great, in my opinion, is the soundtrack, which is this really cool band called, at the time they were called A Tribe Called Red. Now I think they're called The Hallucination. And they are a Native American, Native American EDM, like electronic band, like a mashup. So they do a lot of like stuff you would hear at a powwow, or like Native American music, drums, vocalization, and they mix it with electronic music. And it is such a cool combo, like this, like just like this constant grinding rhythm to it, and it's so cool. And it's throughout the entire thing, and it totally makes it. It's
Sounds
awesome.
good.
Yeah.
Heck, if I can watch it amusingly as a stepdad myself, I love it's always great to watch step parents get picked on in stories.
Yeah. It's fun. They're like scheming and plotting, and like it's very theatrical. It's cool.
Sounds good. Good. Honestly, I very frequently love a play adaptation of film. Mm-hmm. I think there's something to it.
What do you think of The Whale?
I don't think I saw The Whale.
Oh, okay.
I did not see The Whale. That was I didn't get to see it. But like Closer, and whatever. There's a bunch of great adaptations.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I want to hear your underrated one.
For the 500th episode, I did answer the 4 questions, and I got interviewed. And what was my underrated is Miller's Crossing.
Miller's Crossing.
That's it was the third Coen brothers film.
Okay.
And I think by far their best, and everyone's excited about all their other shit. And I think Miller's Crossing is a flawless screenplay, the best cinematography ever done.
Wow.
And amazingly acted. The best plot they've written. Just everything about Miller's Crossing is perfect.
Huh.
And there was a very funny thing about it that means nothing today, which is that it was the era of VHS, right? And they knew their first film, Blood Simple, and their second film, Raising Arizona, had much bigger lives on VHS than in theaters. So their cinematographer, who was Barry Sonnenfeld at the time, who went on to be a big director and doing Men in Black and shit like that, they shot it, they framed it for VHS. And then in the theater, they cropped out the top and bottom. But then, because back then what they would do is they'd take a film, and when they put it on VHS, they'd chop off the sides.
Yeah.
Or pan and scan, which was even more offensive. So they actually, so the VHS of Miller's Crossing was like the most special VHS at the time because it was like perfect on our old TVs that were 4x3. It was like, it just looked, every shot was like a painting.
Wow. Okay.
That moved. It was gorgeous. So yeah, see, I could rant about Miller's Crossing all the time. And I'll share a funny fact, which is, do you like South Park at all?
Yeah.
When I was in the 90s, I lucked out and was with some people, and we went to a party at Trey Parker's house. And and when I walked to the bathroom, I walked by the office, and the office door was open, and Trey was in there talking to people, and there was a Miller's Crossing poster on the wall and a Boba Fett stand-up, like cardboard cutout stand-up.
Oh, no.
But I almost wanted to go, Miller's Crossing, dude, let's talk. But I didn't. I know I should have, because he's probably like me, like no one else. People snooze on Miller's Crossing. So anyway.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say Meek's Cutoff, which is also would have been a great choice on my end. Do you know Meek's Cutoff?
I don't know that one.
It's just a very indie. It's about the back in the trail days. This group just crossing the desert, and it's a very indie, quiet movie about these two women and their experience on this journey. It's an Oregon filmmaker. I'm forgetting her name right now. She made First Cow, which is also kind of an indie movie. Anyway,
hey,
there's a lot of good ones.
You got roots in Germany and Oregon.
Yeah,
that's an interesting balance.
I suppose so. Yeah.
Yeah, Oregon doesn't get the love it deserves. I got friends from Oregon.
Yeah, Oregon is an underdog. There's a lot of good things coming out of Oregon.
Yeah, and there's a lot more to Oregon than Portland too, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I spent my least amount of time there in Portland, although I did live there for a little bit. But yeah, if you like the outdoors, if you like sports, I mean, we got a lot to offer.
Excellent. All right, well, I'll wrap us up.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Jannik, for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. If you are listening, be kind. Like and subscribe. Yeah, like and subscribe, and write a review when you are. Do something nice. It makes you feel better when you're nice to other people. There's a lot going on in our culture where people aren't focused on being nice, but actually, trust me, it feels good. Be selfish and be nice to everyone you meet. You'll just be selfish. So anyway, thank you for listening to this podcast. If you want to learn more about it, go to discoverindiefilm.com. On social media, it's always at DIFwins. If you go to discoverindiefilm.org, that is the nonprofit that runs two film festivals that are both in the top 100 best reviewed worldwide. Film Invasion Los Angeles, that showed Jannik's film, Paisano Overhang, and Sherman Oaks Film Festival. Heck, I won't rattle off those websites, because you can just go to discoverindiefilm.org, and that'll take you to either of those festivals, those two sister festivals. But, there's no link to Film Invasion Lima. So, because that Film Invasion Lima doesn't have its own website, it's a tab on Film Invasion LA. Because we said, you know what? Let's be conservative. Let's just put them on one page. So
I like that. Streamline it.
Got to streamline it.
Yeah.
I don't want to start throwing money in.
Too many websites out there, you know?
You don't need a million I actually think it's kind of dumb that Film Invasion LA and Sherman Oaks just didn't share a site to start with. But
yeah, 2 tabs. 3 tabs.
But the truth is, when we started them, we couldn't pick a name, so that's why we started 2 festivals, and then we just moved them 6 months apart and let them live on, because we just thought one name would do better than the other. And they kind of did equal with different vibes.
Yeah.
Film Invasion Los Angeles got more submissions from overseas and around the country, and Sherman Oaks Film Festival got more local support. So that's why I run 2 festivals with that are identical in every way except their names and logos. And now you know.
Is Sherman Oaks the same venue as?
It is actually.
Yeah?
We do
Okay.
that theater out in Glendale wooed us out there. It's funny, they were contacting us, and we're like, man, we got to stay in Sherman Oaks. And they said, well, come look at the facilities. And I looked at the facilities and I was like, oh my God, we've got to move here. Because that's a really nice theater.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I like that.
Yeah. And they are smart. They give us a really good rate because we bring people.
Yeah.
And then they sell more food and beverage probably to our guests than people come in. Not that many people go to the movies. So
yeah.
All right. Well, Jannik, thank you again. And thank you
Pleasure.
everyone for listening.